Okay, the function, this is question number 9. The function f of t is equals to negative 5t squared plus 20t plus 60 models the approximate height of an object t seconds after it is launched. How many seconds does it take the object to hit the ground? So as you can see, the leading coefficient of the quadratic function is a negative, so this is an upside down parabola, and it's gonna make this kind of curve. So there are two places on this grid that this graph would have zero height. The first one is when you actually throw it, and then the next one is when it lands. So if we're looking for the time, h of t at these 2 points is gonna be 0. So based on this one, we can write this quadratic function f of t is equals to negative 5t squared plus 20t plus 60. And then we're looking for the time that it takes for this height to be 0. So once we set it to is equals to 0, we can factor it and then figure out the time that it takes to hit the ground. Now let's go ahead and then factor out negative 5 in this case. If I factor out negative 5, it makes it a little easier. Negative 5, when I factor out negative 5 from t squared, I got 1t squared. When I factor out negative 5 from 20, I got negative 4t, because negative 4t times negative 5t makes 20t. And when I factor out negative 5 from 60, I get negative 12. And then this whole thing is equal to 0. And then now we can divide everything by negative 5 and negative 5, and then we get t squared minus 4t minus 12 is equals to 0, which is a lot simpler compared to the original quadratic function to solve, or equation in this case, since it equals to 0. Now we're looking for two numbers. When we add them, which is the sum, we get negative 4, and then when we multiply them, we get product negative 12. As you can see, some of the factors of negative 12 are negative 6 and 2. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12, and negative 6 times negative 6 plus 2 would be negative 4. So I can rewrite this equation as t minus 6 and then t plus 2 is equal to 0. And then in this case, what makes this equation 0? Well, if I put t equals 6, that's the first one, and then if I put t is equals to negative 2. As you can see, negative 2 is not going to be the answer in this case. If you ask me why, because there is no such thing as negative time when you throw or launch an object. So the time that it takes for the object to hit the ground would be 6 seconds. So the answer would be after 6 seconds. And this completes the problem.